King's Cross Railway Lines Group was really a coalition of community groups, tenants, associations and all the rest of it across King's Cross that was stimulated because in 1987 along came the development of the big high-rise plant at King's Cross, and there was a plan to build a Channel Tunnel rail link in King's Cross station and knocked in a whole lot of houses and did coal in the ground and all kinds of nonsense. So a number of things happened. A lot was, what I want to say really about the history of the 25 years is that when you look at it in the overall, you realise that two things are very important. One is that you have some kind of core structure. So people are affiliated. At one stage we developed a form of constitution, and groups were affiliated and had so many votes, and individuals were part of it. And then that central core structure throughout the whole period tried to keep up some continuity. And there are dips. There were times when we had an office and staff and the whole works, there were times when we had no building, no staff and our chair down. And things were really, really difficult. Yeah? So you hold things like this event here, this kind of an event maybe once a year, twice a year, 4 times a year. Something to keep up the continuity and bring people back together. And all of the rest of the time, out in all the areas and in all the projects, people are working away. Now, all of them are different. You've got young people, older people, you've got different minority ethnic communities, you've got people interested in certain cultural things, you've got people interested in buildings, you've got people who their professional career maybe is something they know loads about or they're passionate about. We had the canal running through our area, so that was the one. You've got loads of local things. And of course you, like King's Cross, have got people who come from all over the world, who've got all kinds of networks, and who, if they were like me when I first came and lived in King's Cross, where I started when I first came to London, no interest whatsoever in where anywhere was, unless it was somewhere I had to go to. Yeah? Probably seen as the enemy by the local community, as were so many of the other people who lived in the area at the time. You know, so communities go through processes, things change, and different people move in and out of positions. And what you're trying to do the whole of that time is keep generating some kind of conversation between people and keep trying to mediate some kind of relationship with the people who've got power and control. And there are people, maybe at the government level, maybe they're, like we have now, the Mayor and the Greater London Authority and the London Spatial Plan, maybe they're the local authority. Even sometimes in neighbourhoods they divide boroughs up into neighbourhoods and you have local kind of things. We at various points had great relationships with people who could help. That really helped us to get a lot of things tackled that when they came up from the ground at a later stage helped to frame how certain kinds of things were done. All developers, for instance, have got to give something back to the community. In our day it was called a Section 106. And things that would be given to the community might include certain kind of housing, schools, but maybe community halls, maybe money for things. So even after the planning application went through in 2006, we were trotting off to the Cripplegate Foundation, a local charity on the trust on the Islington side, to get some money so that we could go out and talk to people on the Islington side about the training potential, make sure all the people involved in advising young people knew about it and all the rest of it. So the thing goes on and on.